Hello and welcome to the channel. Bob here. Welcome to a Project 1999 video. We're in the mines of Nurga today, and I'm pretty sure this is something that I've never recorded in here before. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's new for me anyway. I'm sure it's not new for anyone else. I came in here at level 40, so I've done a level and just over a half. Yeah, it's kind of all right. It's a weird dungeon actually. It's quite different in comparison to. Oh, here we go, into the Stygian depths of the mines of Nurga. Although there's even a river, not quite the River Styx though. I would say not dark enough, but and not even really particularly Stygian. I don't think, because it seems quite light down here. I'm hoping atmospheric lighting is something that, you know, Pantheon does pretty well in dungeons and whatnot. It seems as though it's going to. But anyway, everything down here, these are this is the mines of Nurga. A strange dungeon, I find. It's a mine, obviously, looks like a mine. There's not a huge amount of environmental storytelling other than that. And there's not what I would call, it's not crammed packed full of hardly any really, like names for you to go and hunt for gear and stuff. That seems to be more reserved for Droga, I think, Temple of Droga, that you can get into from here. Yeah, so there's not a huge amount from a drop point of view. Even from a coming in here hunting point of view, I've quite enjoyed it, but I don't know. I guess for the fact that there's never anyone in here, it's quite good. But I'm not sure if I've come out of my way. Even though I've quite enjoyed it, I'm not sure if that makes sense. But I mean, I'm level 41 now. These guys are all kind of greenish, really. You might find the odd blue, so you could probably come here at sort of like 38, 39 when you get your 39 spells, maybe. I did do quite a bit of level 40 on these goblins, but then I found a better spot, and that's where we're going to. There's lots of different casters here, and you might think I'm being a bit casual, but actually. They all seem to not see invis. I've tested this quite a lot, and I think we're reasonably safe. We will drop down here. I think, yeah, that's the best way. Yeah, but pretty much everything here doesn't see through invis. As you get further in, there are some. I think we have to go north here. Is that north? Yeah. As you get further in, there are some spiders that will see. Through your invis, but that's it really. Yeah, and I mean the spot I'm going to seems perfect for this level range, for my level I should say. Some of the names change here from mobs, so I always give them a little check just to make sure they don't see through invis. And yeah, I think I can safely say that they definitely don't. Fighting the goblins is quite good practice for later on if you're an enchanter, for fighting casters and stuff. With the, I would say with the, I mean I haven't got the level 20 stun yet. I just haven't made it or bought it. But I would say that with the, you know, with the toolbox you've got at this stage, casters shouldn't be a problem if you play it right. Yeah, okay, doesn't see through invis. Sometimes there's a named here who does see through invis. This guy, this one here, this one here is sometimes a name, so you've got to be careful there. I think we want to go up here. We're basically heading to the P99 section, or however you want to pronounce that, which is kind of like not level 2 particularly. This is quite a long dungeon actually. Here's the spiders. There's one of the spiders does see through invis. I did do the spiders for a bit, but again, you know, they're casters, so I killed a few and moved on. I quite like these. Oh, you got the sleeping ogre here. Be careful of him, because if you're not invisible, he will aggro. And I think he's for think he's for the monk epic quest. So yeah, I did use him as a pet to kill some spiders up here. And I thought, I've got to wait till someone comes along. But yeah, I quite like these rents in the wall. These kind of like fissures. There's obviously lava there, but it's not pouring through. Maybe it's just really, really hot rock that hasn't quite melted. I think we need to go this way. Yeah, so as you can see, you're pretty safe all the way down with Invis on. I think just around the corner here is probably where we're going to start hunting. Yeah. Okay. So let's chuck a rampage on. You've got two sorts of Buranai here. You've got the Cenobites and you've got the Rock Shapers. Rock Shapers are warriors, Cenobites are clerics. They seem to range in level. I think that the clerics can be higher from a maximum level point of view. Yeah, but other than that, it's all pretty easy going. Particularly when you get two warriors, and the XP's okay. 2% per kill roughly. Maybe a bit less on some of them, but yeah, generally it seems to be fine. So what are we going to open up with here? I do try and I'm trying. Oh, what did I cast there? Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm learning stuff here. I didn't realise that that you could. I didn't realise. I thought they would aggro these two, but it appears not. There you go. I'm sure I must have known that because I've killed these two quite a lot. There you go. Yeah. So these two you can kind of safely split, I guess. There we go. Yeah. So here we go. So that's it. Pretty much. I think the highest level that these, I'm not sure if it's the Cenobites, can be is 36. They seem to be like low to mid 30s roughly, so pretty good for our level here. And you kind of fight your way down to like a river section. Yeah, basically you just go down. Just work yourself all the way down, come back up again, and start again. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Amazing, just fizzled root 3 times in a row. How crazy is that? And now my buffs are wearing off. When I thought that in preparation for this video, I'd already done my buffs. It would appear not, but that's fine. We'll quickly rebuff these ones. I think like most, well, certainly some of the enchanters I'll see on YouTube, maybe a bit oversafe when it comes to root. I have to say, I do go a bit overboard on the root. I think we're okay here. I always have a gate memmed as well, which kind of wastes a spot really. I'm not quite sure why I do that. Again, I think it's just being overly safe probably. I don't think we've got any mobs behind us here particularly, so we can just break and root. There we go. I'm not sure tactically how. Oh, actually, no, he's very low. So we were at 1%. That was a perfectly timed break. I'm not sure how anyone else deals with this kind of thing with regards to what you kill first. I like to nuke one of the mobs that I've been fighting dead as quickly as possible. So I normally go for the one that's got the least health. Kind of makes sense, I think, probably. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, let's do a choke. We don't want to waste much mana if we don't have to. It's got to the point where I've stopped looting these guys. They do drop some stuff actually. What do they drop? This robe, for example. The Cenobites drop this stuff. So cleric robe, that's not too bad actually. If you're a human, oh yeah, so you can get a robe look, I guess, on the cleric if you want to, which seems pretty cool. These guys don't drop much except for pages and whatnot. Yeah, and then you just move down, and that's it really. I've enjoyed it, as I said, but the experience. I got 3% for those two, and they were dark blue. So I kind of thought the experience would be better than that, but maybe it's a level thing. Yeah, I enjoy it because I can do stuff and not get disturbed. essentially. So you want to come somewhere where there's never anyone, and you just want to, and you don't want to be disturbed. This is, you know, a good place to go. Beyond that, you know, if you're looking for loot, or if you just want something a bit more exciting, or maybe you want the XP to be a bit better, then I'm not sure this is. Warriors again. That's quite lucky. Let's step outside my comfort zone here. What I need to do though is, if you can be a gnome, you should be a gnome. Sometimes I wish I'd have. Well, I did actually start an Enchanter as a gnome, but it's just that, you know, the min-maxer in me is not super strong, but the min-maxer in me did say that's a hell of a lot of charisma to give up. And I just think later on down the line, you know, that extra charisma will maybe mean I can add some extra plus hit points, like raw hit points or raw mana or whatever. So yeah. What are we looking to achieve here? When I always kind of feel a bit funny when I record Enchanter stuff, because there's some great Enchanter videos on YouTube already, and I think to myself, am I approaching this in the right way? It's just the right way to do it. I'm really not sure. See, what I would kind of hope what I would do here, and it seems more of a waste of mana, is actually what I should be doing is, let's try it. Let's try something different. This obviously all is all down to. I'm hoping that those two are, yeah. So what I should do is AOE mes those two, which will pull this guy, and then make him a pet. The AOE mes is something that I don't use as often as I should. You know, I watch Techmos. He uses it a lot. Some of the other guys I've watched use it a lot. I just forget it's there, to be honest with you. You know, there are times where I get a group of mobs together that would all get hit by it, but what I do instead is just go around calming one at a time. Oh, hello. that was not expected. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. What I was going to do there was I could probably still do it actually. Let's see. What I was going to do there was the old thing where I don't know if I can get him to do it now. Oh, maybe I can. No, let's not worry about it. I was going to get them to attack both, but it means him running down there, which just seems like a pain in the backside. So we won't worry about that. Yeah, I'm always trying to work out the best way to approach camps as an Enchanter, but I always forget about mesmerization. It's bizarre, really. I just forget it's there. I think it's because it's not resist, because I can't resist it. It kind of feels like it's something that shouldn't be used until later on, even though, you know, using it at a distance kind of makes perfect sense, you know. So I need to be using it a bit more. As you can tell, I'm also pretty crap when I'm recording as well. I find it quite. I've always got great respect for those guys who are great on Twitch. You know, like your Shrouds and all that sort of stuff. Particularly someone like Shroud who plays FPSs, being able to FPS while some people are watching you. People are not even watching me live, and I get a bit antsy, you know. Yeah, it's. I do feel that the gameplay goes down the Swanee a bit when I'm recording, but then that's part of the fun, I guess. I guess that's, you know, that's when things happen, the funny things. There we go. I tell you what, I'm noticing a distinct lack of, and that is Enchanter pages, which is a bit weird. I'd have thought that particularly over here, this sort of level, but yeah, not much in the way of drops in regards to that. Now I believe around the corner what I've got is another 2 spawn. But we will we'll check, and I think I can pull one on its own. But we'll have a look. These mobs are your typical spawn timers. So you know you've got plenty of time to sit around waiting to get your mana back. Okay, a little break there. You get a break every now and again. I do like an early break. I watched the recent. I was going to say like I haven't given up on it, obviously, but I've kind of stopped thinking about Pantheon to a certain extent because it just seems to me as though the game's still got a long way to go. You know, it's funny because I listened to a developer chat and they were talking about. Is my guy there? Yes, he is. They were talking about. Okay, we'll try and get one at a time. I guess that doesn't really matter actually. I'm not sure how far in they will go. Okay, so their pathing doesn't actually take them anywhere near that one, which is good. I guess I probably should have got them to kill both, to attack both, just to kill it quick, just to kill things quicker. But there you go. Yeah, I watched the recent. Video, as I said. There was a recent video that they did in a dungeon, I think, which seemed quite interesting, and there was an enchanter there. Yeah, and it's interesting to see how they do charming and stuff with regards to the enchanter in Pantheon. They did say that there was a question on a developer thing that they're having at the moment, and they were talking about charm. They're trying sort of thinking about a way to limit it. And I can't remember if it was Everquest or not, but I'm sure there was a game where what the developers did was that whatever mob you charmed, it kind of decreased its power by a certain percentage, so it wasn't as strong as a normal mob before you charmed it. I'm not sure if that was Everquest at some point tried to do that or did it to try and balance out charming. I'm not sure, but they were talking about. Yeah, if you charm a mob, it's weaker than it would normally be, and as you get higher in levels or higher in skill, then basically you just get better basically, and the mobs you charming get stronger, which kind of makes sense. I hope they don't, I really hope they don't just completely destroy it. That's the interesting thing, isn't it? I've spoken about it before. That's the interesting thing with playing an upcoming new MMO that's in development, particularly one that's like Everquest, where there's probably going to be a lot more people playing it, for example, than Project Gorgon. So I would imagine that things like changes to classes to balance them out will probably be something that happens a lot more often and brutally at the start, I would guess. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that. I'm quite looking forward to that kind of thing. Just like the audience reaction is always interesting in those kind of situations. So yeah, it should be good. They also mentioned in this developer chat there were ways to deal with antisocial play because it's not instanced, and they seem to suggest they've come up with some super duper never done before type thing for play nice and toxic gameplay with regards to the fact that there's no instances and camps and stuff. So that's something that's going to be interesting as well. But I must confess, it's kind of fallen off my radar a bit, my short to medium term radar, because they were talking about music, and one of the developers said over the coming months. Because I don't think they've got any music done yet, particularly. So over the coming months, they're going to be doing music and that kind of thing. It just putting two and two together, it just sounds as though the game is still some way off. Next year at least, I would say. Maybe we'll get an alpha this year at some point, but at the moment, yeah, it's still some way off. And I think they kind of realise that because I think they've had another lift again with regards to. Certainly Facebook posts, these developer roundtables they've started to do and whatnot. Just trying to keep people interested, I think. But it's difficult when there's no release date and the impression is it's still so far away. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Nothing to report on the green server. I've kind of thought long and hard about what to do for myself, and I'm not really sure actually. I might just go all in on a shaman. Yeah, regardless of how powerful or not shamans are in that era, and see how we go. I might just go all in, get to 50, get all the bits and pieces that I can get, and then maybe try something else. Maybe have a little enchanter on the side. yeah, but we'll see how we go with that. It's funny because I guess I don't know if a lot of people are kind of thinking it, but I am thinking to myself, there's a part of me that's thinking, how much time do I want to put in on blue at the moment, really? If I'm definitely going to be moving over anyway, or at least, you know, the idea is to try green with the, you know, with the purpose of staying the whole hog and creating a video series for it. I would like to kind of do well. I know that I'm kind of still planning my shaman guide, and what I might do with that is to do an opening video talking about race choice and that kind of stuff. And then what I might do is I might start a untwinked shaman, maybe ogre troll, barbarian, maybe Ixar, and maybe kind of level them up to 9, you know, or 14 or whatever, or see how it goes without any help, without any twinking and that kind of stuff, just to see how it goes, just so there's like a video showing, maybe, you know, I mean, obviously I'll research it first, so look at quests available to those races that might ease them into might ease them along on a new server, that kind of thing. Barbarian will probably ultimately be easier, I think, at the start, because you've got the Knoll Tooth quest, but then I guess the thing is that how that's probably going to be hit really hard, you know. So will Blackbarrow be a cluster feck, you know, for pretty much the entire time when the server comes out? We'll have to see. Should be interesting. But yeah, it's I'm still not sure exactly what to do myself yet. Maybe go all in on shaman, but I'd like to do my shaman guide, as I said, and then we can do. That's interesting. So I think I just need to, let's just charm him. All of these split up nicely. There's no problems here with ads. So we will pull this one over. Are you ready? He's ready. I suppose what we'll probably find is that the people who are looking to camp those items, you know, that eventually get removed, I guess I'd imagine you're going to see a lot of mages and necromancers at the start, because I think that in vanilla those two pet classes are pretty powerful. I'm not sure about enchanters. The weird thing is with enchanters is I think they kind of seem to work a bit differently on P99. Certainly Charm does anyway. I seem to remember Charm being a lot less reliable on live. But maybe it's coming onto a server where, you know, when someone starts an enchanter now, they've generally 200 charisma straight away from the start. So maybe that skews the result. Maybe it appears as though Charm is a lot more powerful than it used to be. Just because no one's starting off on, you know, on basic charisma essentially. So yeah, maybe that's the thing. But no, there doesn't seem to be any other news on green with regards to rules and stuff. So not much to talk about there. I'm currently trying to. I don't think I've got any advice, or if it's just one of those things. But I'm currently trying to improve the quality of my videos when they're on YouTube, because when I record them on OBS they're super duper fine. I used to use Shadowplay, but Shadowplay kind of requires you to be in a full screen really, and Shadowplay seems to produce beautiful videos. But I'm finding that I've just started using HitFilm Express, which seems fairly decent. But what I'm finding is that when the video goes onto YouTube, I understand it's a compression thing, but once the video goes onto YouTube, the YouTube compression just basically just destroys the quality. So you get lots of artifacting and stuff. But then I see some people's videos and they don't have that. And a couple of times I've even mentioned I've even messaged a couple of people in the past and say, look, what do you do? And I don't seem to be doing anything different particularly. But that artifacting is quite annoying. I would like to have much better quality videos. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I did use Handbrake for a bit handbrake is difficult if you've got multiple videos you want to put together. It doesn't really do that particularly well. But handbrake allows you to set the bit rate that you want the video to render at, whereas HitFilm just gives you like a 1080p 60 option, and I'm not quite sure how to change if there's a bit rate option for that. Yeah, but so trying to get rid of that artifacting on YouTube at the moment, and maybe it's just not possible. I do watch other people's videos who we're talking about big YouTubers, and you know, their videos have got the same sort of thing, so maybe it's just unavoidable. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's just a placebo. Mine's playing tricks on me, but I do. There's a couple of videos I did where I used handbrake at a really high bit rate, and they seem to, when I put them on YouTube, it didn't seem to have as much artifacting as my recent City of Heroes ones, for example, where I've been using HitFilm Express. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe it's just one of those things. But anyway, I'm going to stop the video now. This is Nurga, Mines of Nurga. It's kind of all right. Like, I really like it because I can come here and there's no one to bother me. You know, I know how that sounds, but yeah, it's yeah. But I'm not sure if it's a place worth going out of your way from. I'm not sure if the XP is that good really to warrant that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.